Hey guys, it's Eileen here and I'm back for another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, and if you've been here for a while and you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be talking about my new tattoo and my new piercings. As you can see, my face is kind of different. Not very much, but like kind of different. So I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about everything that happened. I'm going to be inserting some clips of when I got my tongue pierced and when I got the other side of my nose pierced. And I'm going to be kind of talking about it, like why I decided to do it and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys like this video or if you guys are interested, then make sure to keep on watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure to click the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up already, because you know this video is going to be good, bro. I mean, I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I kind of want to start off by like which one came first. So the first thing I got in body modifications, I guess, is I got a new tattoo. So as you can see, here's my new tattoo. It says "Love Yourself" in like loose cursive. I absolutely love it. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, why the hell did you get that? But anyways, the reason I got this tattoo is because I was going kind of through like a hard time. I don't know, I was going through some shit and I kind of was feeling kind of like down about myself. But then sometimes it'd be like, you're a bad bitch, you know? Plus, like, I kind of always wanted to get this tattoo because I just thought like, it like looks super sick. And it like, the cursive is like beautiful, you know? So I saw it on Pinterest, like the writing, but it wasn't like in tattoo form. It was just like writing. So I liked it, and then I took it to my tattoo artist and I was like, hey, like, this is sick. Can you do this? But like make it smaller. And he was like, no, but I can do it. And I was like, you can't do what? And he's like, I can't make it smaller because or else it's gonna be like squished. And I was like, okay. So I had to get it pretty big. I kind of wanted it like a little bit smaller, like probably this big, but ended up being like this big. So mission not accomplished, but I absolutely love it. He did really good work. It looks really nice. And it's just a little cute reminder every day that I'm an awesome human being, just like all of you guys are, and I deserve to love myself just as much as I love other people. So yes. Next. Okay, so next thing I got done is my tongue. I got my tongue pierced. Okay, this one is kind of a funny story. Actually, it's not really a funny story. I feel like everything that I say is a funny story isn't actually like a funny story. I just think I'm funny, but I'm like actually not funny, but like it's okay. The way I decided to get my tongue pierced was that I was laying in bed and I was scrolling through my phone and this ad of Suavecita Mamacita, I think it is. It's Yulema though. She was like Facebook famous first, I think. She popped up and it was like selfies of her. So I was like swiping and then I saw one where she had her tongue sticking out. I think she was going like this. But anyway, so she was like showing her tongue piercing and I was like, oh my god, that looks sick. Like, I want to get one. Like, do you think I'd look cool with one? Like, I was just kind of like contemplating. I was like, would I look cool with one, you know? So I was like, I would. So I stood up and I called my best friend Alan because he lives like right across the street from where I always go to get like my tattoos and my piercings. So I stood up and I called Alan and I was like, hey, wake up. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, I'm going to go get my tongue pierced. And he was like, why? Don't do it. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm already on my way. And he was like, oh my god. And I was like, will you go with me? And he was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, okay. So I went to go pick him up and we went to the place. I was really nervous because I obviously didn't have time to think it through. I literally just freaking did it. And like I think I decided to get my tongue pierced within like 10 minutes of like my day. Like, that's it. Like, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get a pierce. Fuck it. Stood up, went to go get a pierce. That was literally how it went. So yeah, I got a pierce. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. But I have been debating taking it out because I feel like there's just too much going on. Like, I have like both sides pierced and my tongue. Like, I don't really know. But yeah, so I have my tongue pierced.
There's no big deal, huh? Easy for me to say, huh? Kind of stuff, right? Yeah, that looked pretty, like, no resistance on the sharp needle, but I mean...
Next is I got the other side of my nose pierced. I did get this switched over to a hoop. I told you guys I had to get it re-pierced. My other piercing was like up here, so either way it was like way out of place. Like, I don't know why the hell it was all the way up here when it should be like down here. But anyways, so I got it switched over to a hoop. And I kind of like had been debating getting the other side of my nose pierced for a while. Like this one I actually had thought about way before I thought about my tongue piercing. So this one was like actually like thought through. But as I always am, I make impulse decisions. So I made an impulse decision to get it pierced. I remember that morning I like just like looked on Pinterest like getting like both sides of nose pierced or whatever. I like looked it up on Pinterest and a few came up, but it wasn't like super popular, so like not a lot came up. So I was like swiping through and I was like like I was kind of contemplating whether I should get like the other side of my nose pierced. So I posted on Instagram, I did a little poll. I was like, should I get the other side of my nose pierced? And like literally, I'm not freaking kidding, like 80% was like no. Like a lot of the people that like I used to talk to, like we're not really friends, or like maybe we're like kind of like acquaintances, or like they don't really like me, but they like have an opinion on what I fucking do because like that's how people are. They voted no, and I was like, you won't like my Instagram pictures, but you'll vote no on my freaking life? Like, okay. But so yeah, so they voted no, and I was like, okay, like whatever, you know. And I feel like that gave me more of like a push to get a piercing, you know, because I was like, do I like these people that are saying no though? I was like, would I want to like prove them that I look good in anything? Yeah. So I went to go get it pierced. I stood the frick up and I was like, I'm gonna go get it pierced. So I call Alan again. I'm sorry, Alan, if you're watching this, you're the freaking homie, bro. Like, you're always freaking there for me. I called Alan and I was like, hey. And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm gonna go get my nose pierced. He's like, another one? And I was like, yep. And he was like, are you freaking serious? Stop getting everything pierced. Like, you're not gonna have any space to get anything pierced. And I'm like, bet, bro. There's still my eyebrows. There's still my eyes. There's still my lips. There's still my nose. Right here. There's still my freaking cheeks. Like, I'm not gonna get anything else pierced still. Like, I'm done with my face. But I was just like, I got a lot of freaking options, bruh. Actually, I don't know if you can get your eyes pierced. I'm pretty sure some people have, but yeah. So I was like, he was like, okay, whatever. And then, so I picked him up, and I was kind of like, at that point when I got into the piercing shop, I was like, oh my god, like, you're a dummy. Like, how are you gonna get both sides of your nose pierced? Like, that's not even gonna look good. Like, you're gonna look terrible. Like, but I had already told her I was gonna say yes, and I'm not really the type to, like, back out, you know, like, because I'm not a pussy. I'm just kidding. But for real, I was like, I'm not gonna, like, back out now. Like, I'm already here, you know? So I was like, okay, whatever. So I go in, and she's like, oh, what are we doing today? And I was like, I'm gonna get the other side of my nose pierced. And she's like, oh my god, really? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, are you gonna do like 2 hoops, or what are you gonna do? She wasn't gonna pierce it with the hoop though. Like, I'm just gonna make that clear because like I got a freaking keloid last time from that shit, so hell no. She was like, oh my god, I love that. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't really like the 2 studs though, so I'm gonna do like a hoop and a stud. And she was like, I think the 2 studs looks alright. She's like, but if you want to do like a hoop and a stud, that's fine. And I was like, okay. So she's like, okay, give me some time to like clean it off, because they had barely just opened. So I was like, okay.
Oh, it's done? ¿Qué lloras?
So then I was chilling with Alan, and Alan was like, he was like, bro, like, you're crazy. Like, why do you keep doing this shit? Like, why do you keep changing yourself? Like, you're changing. You've changed. Because I met Alan when I was like 14, and I was obviously like a little girl, like with freaking like dark hair. Like, this is like how dark my hair is naturally. So my hair was like long, it was dark. Like, I was really like I kind of like kept to myself. Like, I was kind of like insecure. Like, I don't really know. Like, I was just kind of like, you know? So he met me when I was like pretty insecure, and I was kind of like still figuring myself out. Like, I had been bullied in middle school, like all this stuff, you know? So I was just kind of like trying to figure myself out. So he met me like when I was pretty like closed, I guess you could say. So now for me to like be getting like, for me dyeing my hair, like putting myself out there, apparently, like me like getting piercings and stuff, he's obviously like, who are you? And we stopped talking for like a year of my life because of my last relationship. So he kind of like missed out on like a whole year of like me figuring out who I am. So he obviously, like, when he saw me for the first time, like, since then, he's been like, oh my God, you're crazy. And I'm like, actually, like, this is who I am. I've just been, like, closed because, like, at first I was being bullied. Then I was insecure. Then I was in a relationship. And then now I'm, like, finally, like, oh my God, I'm an adult. Like, oh my God, I'm free. Like, oh my God, I'm changing. Like, I'm growing. Like, I'm figuring myself out. And that's kind of something I want to put out there because, like, a lot of people have kind of been telling me, like, that I've been changing a lot, that I'm pretending to be someone I'm not. Like, honestly, like, even if this is not who I am, like, even if, like, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, next month, even if, like, even if I change, if I decide I don't want my tongue piercing anymore, if I decide I don't want my nose pierced anymore, if I decide I want dark hair again, like, if I decide, like, tattoos, like, I feel like nobody really has the right to tell me, like, who I am, if that makes any sense. Like, nobody, like, even if this is not who I am, like, even if I'm not gonna like anything that I'm doing to myself, like, a year down the road, like, that is my concern. Like, that is my choice to make, you know? Like, I am figuring myself out, like, who I am meant to be. Maybe I don't know who I am right now. Maybe I'm, like, freaking crazy right now and I'm not even gonna be like this in, like, a year. But the beautiful thing about life is that you can change. The beautiful thing about piercings is that they can be taken out and it's like they never freaking happened. So that's just something I want to put out there because I do get that comment a lot where people say, like, you've changed, you're changing, you're this, you're that. Yes, I am changing. Yes, I am growing. Yes, I am becoming somebody that I don't really know, you know? But, like, I'm figuring myself out, you know? Like, with time, I'm figuring out who I am. I'm figuring out who I want to be. I'm figuring out who I associate myself with. Like, what things I'm going to decide to do next. Like, those are my choices. So I kind of want to make that, like, clear because, like, and I want to go ahead and tell, like, other people, like, if you're going through stuff and maybe people are saying, like, you've changed, you're doing this, like, it's okay. Like, it's okay for you to change. It's okay for you to grow up because the beautiful thing about growing up is that you change. You change hair color. You change styles. You change man. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like, you change, you know, like, so I feel like we should all, like, embrace change instead of, like, be afraid of it, you know? So that's just kind of something I want to put out there, a little disclaimer. I've been through some stuff in the last year, you know, like, like, a lot of, like, major changes in my life started happening. Like, I graduated high school, like, I got out of a relationship, you know, like, I'm figuring myself out. I got, like, 2 new jobs. Like, I'm just kind of, like, figuring out who I am, you know? So, like, and that's just something I kind of want to put out there because, like, if you've seen, like, the beginning of the start of my channel, I was so different than I am now. And I'm gonna freaking, like, I'm just gonna admit it. Like, I was way different. But, like, the beautiful thing is that with my YouTube channel, I get to see, like, who I was then. I get to see who I am now. And I get to see who I'm gonna be if I decide to continue with this, who I'm gonna be in a year from now. The beautiful thing is that with life, you get to grow and you get to embrace your change. And it's okay. Like, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. If you're going through stuff and you're changing, don't let people tell you who you're gonna be or who you can be. All right, sorry that was deep as frick. I just kind of want to put that out there because, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm so tired of hearing those comments, bro. Like, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like, you're this, you're that. Like, you don't know me. Like, you don't know who I am. I don't mean that I get those comments for subscribers. I get those comments from, like, people that know me. So I kind of just want to put that out there because, like, you may think you have me figured out, but I don't even have myself figured out. So much less you that are just an observer. I only broadcast and I only show the part of my life that I want you to see. So yeah, that's just kind of something I wanted to put out there. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any of the piercings I have, or if you want any of the piercings I have, make sure to leave a comment below and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and subscribe down below and join our little fam. And make sure to click my bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.